So the visionary leader, as we all know, have a powerful ability to drive progress and usher in periods of change by inspiring employees and earning trust for new ideas. If you're a visionary leader, you're looking towards that direction. How do I see my organization 5 years, 10 years, 10, 15 years from now? Kaya nga visionary, meaning you're looking positively on how to improve your AOR as a leader. As a leader, di ba? Dapat tinitingnan natin lahat yun. So what are those things we see as a leader? He is persistent, he or she is persistent and bold, very, very strategic kasi nga visionary, alam niya na dapat very strategic din yung kanyang mga ideas. Risk take, ang leader kasi pag merong vision, alam nila, pinag-aaralan din nila syempre yung risk doon. Inspirational, optimistic, innovative, magnetic. So what are the benefits of visionary leader? It can help companies grow or organization grows, unite teams, and the overall company and improve outdated technologies and practices. Yan. So the servant leader naman is live by people first mindset and believe that when team members feel personally and professionally fulfilled, they are more effective and more likely to regularly produce great work. Because of their emphasis on employee satisfaction and collaboration, they tend to achieve higher levels of respect. Pag servant leader ka kasi, as a leader, you do it with your them, not to them or ano. You work with your men. So, yung mga servant leaders talaga, makikita mo na they don't care about their ranks or position. They work with their men. And you can tell, no, na anong klaseng leader sila, magaling. Minsan nga, mga servant leader, mas nag-ano pa rin, ano, nakikita mo pa rin yung mga ganyan. So what do we see in him? Motivate your team. He is the type of person who usually motivate the team, have excellent communication skills, personally care about the team, encourage collaboration and engagement, commit to growing your team professionally. So what are the benefits? Servant leaders have the capacity to boost employees' loyalty and productivity, improve employee development and decision making, cultivate trust, and create future leaders. Yan. So the challenges though, servant burnout. Kasi syempre no, nagtatabaho siya together with the men, talagang hindi siya basta delegate lang ng delegate, talagang hands-on siya. Kumbaga, yan ang problema. Now, another one is, of course, the autocratic, ano man ang spelling niya? Autocratic leadership style. The authoritarian style of leadership, this type of leader is someone who is focused primarily on results and efficiency, which is very, very common sa uniform service. Hindi yan nawawala, ano? Andiyan pa rin yung authoritarian, autocratic siya. However, meron namang pwede naman yung combination ng autocratic and servant leader also. Pwede mga ganon type of thing. So what do we see in autocratic leader? If you are, sabi nga, have self-confidence, are self-motivated, communicate clearly and consistent, follow the rules, are dependable, value highly structured environment, autocratic more on ano talaga siya sa system, ano? Believe in supervised work environment. Lahat nakasistema, lahat nakakahuan. Yan. So the benefits, autocratic leaders can promote productivity through delegation, provide clear direct communication, reduce employee stress by making decisions quickly on their own. The challenges, though, is autocratic leaders are often prone to high levels of stress. Sila yung nai-stress. Kasi nga, gusto nila makita talaga na everything is in place. Everything is in order. Yan ang mga autocratic. No? Kung may autocratic, meron tayo tinatawag na laissez-faire style. And what is this? It is the opposite of the autocratic, focusing mostly on delegating many tasks. Ito yung mga type of leader na, o sige, kaya mo yan, o kaya nang gawin niya niya, o sige, ganun, ganun, utos-utos lang, walang masyadong, kumbaga walang masyadong monitoring. He trusts his men so much. And what do we expect? Effectively delegate, believe in freedom of choice, provide sufficient resources and tools, will take control if needed, Offer constructive criticism, foster leadership qualities in your team, promote an autonomous work environment. Ito kasi yung tinatawag natin, tiwala siya sa mga tao niya. Nagiging passive. Minsan okay, minsan meron ding So what are the benefits? Of course, this style encourages accountability, creativity, and a relaxed work environment, which often leads to higher employee retention rate. Some of my JLC class, gusto nila yung laissez-faire because of the definition, Gusto nila kasi merong autonomy, autonomous sila in their work, yung hindi masyadong pinakikialaman, as long as they are working. So the laissez-faire leadership style does not work well for new employees. Yan. Ito ang downside. Kasi hindi mo siya pwedeng i-apply sa mga baguhan. Okay lang kung puro mga matatanda na yan, alam na yung gagawin nila, okay yung laissez-faire. Pero pag majority of your men are new, this type of leadership will not apply. Definitely will not apply. Kasi kailangan nila ng tamang direction. Then another one, the democratic style. The democratic style, also called the participative style, is a combination of the two, autocratic and the laissez-faire, depending on the situation. A democratic leader is someone who asks for input and considers feedback from their team before making a decision. Very democratic nga eh. So what do we see in him? On her? You may be a democratic or participative leader if you value group discussion, provide all information to the team when making decision, promote a work environment where everyone shares their ideas, very rational, flexible, good at mediation. Kaya nga democratic. Kaya ibig sabihin, alam na alam niya na, no? So the benefits under this leadership style, employees can feel empowered, valued, and unified. It has the power to boost retention and morale. It also requires less managerial oversight, as employees are typically part of the decision-making processes and know what they need to do. So what are the challenges? The leadership style has the potential to be inefficient and costly as it takes a long time to organize big group discussion. Kasi kukuha nga siya ng ideas eh. Sa democratic kasi kailangan malaman ko, makilala ko mga tao ko. So that I know what to do, I start from there. Okay, halimbawa yung grupo nila, halimbawa lang, ni Jacob, ni Torre France, ni Baleng, ni Imperial, mga okay na. Pwede ko na itong bitawan, no? Pag binigyan mo na ng tamang direction, they know what to do. So those things are challenging on the part of the leader kasi you have to trust your men. You have to trust your men. The next one is what we call the pace setting style. Is one of the most effective for achieving fast results. Pace setter leaders are primarily focused on performance. Often they set high standard and hold their team members accountable for achieving their goals. Yung pace setter kasi, always believe in their men. But of course, mataas na mataas ang standard. They go by the, kaya nga pace eh. Diba? Pace setter ang tawag sa kanila. So what are the things we see in a pace setter? The leader, of course, the pace setter leader, if you are, set a very high bar. Focus on goals, are slow to praise, will jump in to hit goals if needed, are highly competent, value performance over soft skills. gusto kasi nila is something that is very, very tangible, yung nakikita. Yan ang mga pace setter talaga. The benefits of this, of course, is that it pushes employees to hit the goals and accomplish business objectives. It promotes a very high energy and dynamic work environment. However, maganda rin siya kung nakikita mo na yung mga tao mo talagang, ay, magagaling na tong grupong to, kayang-kaya to. That will apply also, this type of leadership. Kasi alam na nila eh. Pero sabi ko nga, pag may mga baguhan pa, halimbawa, lahat naman kayo, merong mga nakasabay sa inyo yung mga bago pa, ano, kailangan pa ng guidance and direction yung mga yan. This type of leadership will not apply. Kasi kailangan talaga, sa mga usually, ina-apply yan sa ibang situation, ibang mga settings. So pace setting leadership style pushes employees to hit the goals and accomplish business objective. It promotes high energy and dynamic work environment. The challenges though, pace setting leadership can also lead to stressed out employees are always pushing towards a goal or a deadline. Kasi nga, talagang they go by the standard. They are fixed when it comes to accomplishment. Ayaw nila nung medyo behind na behind. Behind na behind. Okay? So yan ang mga pace setter. Okay. At this point, guys, we will have our break muna. Okay? I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay? After.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Very well.
Thanks, ma'am.
Ha? Tayo mo kang sauna? Come on, siyang kabit. Gusto na. Ka naman kung mga mes pro na sila kabit. Lagi and return, kabiton lagi siya. Kaya makagawas pa. Pitit siya. Apit anda siya ma-fold eh.
Shoutout muna tayo mga boss. Shoutout muna tayo mga boss. Shoutout po sa ating mga OFW din sa mga pagbubuhat. Ito mga boss, yan. Mga ating natin din sa OFW sa pagbubuhat. Yan sila boss Mats po. Mats, salamat po sa OFW din sa OFW. Kay Richard Cabrera, Pogi, ng Queen. Felix Manuel, Aquadera, Waco. Sila ang boss sa kapagkatawa. Ingat-ingat kayo mga boss. Carol Jan, swerte, salamat. Swerte, salamat sa 30 pesos. Carol Jan, swerte sa 30 pesos, salamat. Alice Place Resort Montito, salamat po sa support ng mga boss. Alice Place Resort Montito. Zoe Queen Yumang sa James Stover. Salamat po. Napaka-puti. Salamat po sa 100 pesos. Happy birthday po sa akin. So, salamat po sa meron din Arthur Sacramento at Russell. Shoutout, boss. Si Boss Arthur Sacramento at Russell. Salamat sa 25 pesos. Salamat po sa 25 pesos po sa Russell. Arthur Sacramento. Kay Zoe with you. Salamat po. Shoutout din Maki, Lucky Pulo. Shoutout daw. Marian Magat at Derek Maagapan. Salamat po. Manong Junjun. Shoutout. Salamat po. Ralph Vincent Lapot from OFW Sarabgan. Salamat. Salamat po. Salamatan ko lang yung mga mga boss natin. Akin po also Ocean Minerals mga boss. Salamat po sa Ocean Minerals. Water ng Ocean Minerals mga boss na ba? Nasa Pinukumin. Ocean Minerals po ay magkilala pa kayo ng may green na stress pati. Dalas po ang dapo rin lagi nagtatrabaho mga boss. Makakatulong po yung Ocean Minerals sa inyo mga boss. Wala kayo.
Ikuan niya ko ng derma roller o niya mangisyan. Kabantay ka sa akong tuuan file mamisian. Naman to dire, di ba? Tuuan file, katong folders na kung ano. Palihog ko mamisian ko na record folder. Mapilit ni mo sa mong cellphone. Picture sa ni mami siya.
Konek. Ila ka buo.
Back to back ni siya. Doon sa dire.
Awala ka gabi ira. Ayun.
Back picture, then picture po sila yung danihatag na kabalik. Sa white nga area siguro.
Salamat po ah. Ayan po mga kaso, this place resort po tingnan po.
Okay, let's continue. So let's work on transformational leadership style. This transformational is similar to the coach style in it's that it focuses more on clear communication, goal setting, and employee motivation. Kaya nga transformational, they try to, the leader transform the organization, the group. Paano ba transform nila yan? Siyempre positively, ano? Yung dapat itong grupo to, dati ganito sila ngayon, if they are more transformed. Now, if this is the style of a leader you have, maganda. Kasi kahit pa paano, very helpful, ano? Helpful siya. So what do we expect from a transformational leader? He has this mutual respect with your team. Malaki ang respeto niya sa tao niya. It provides encouragement and it inspire, he or she inspire others to achieve their goals. Think of the big picture, kung ano yung talagang mas magandang gawin para sa grupo. Then of course, sabi nga, it places value on intellectually challenging the team. He is more creative, have a good understanding of organizational needs. So what are the benefits we see in a leadership style? Transformational leadership values personal connection with their teams, which can boost company morale or organization morale and retention. It also values the ethics of the company and team instead of being entirely goal-oriented. May yung mga gantong leader kasi mas tinitingnan nila na halimbawa meron akong na-train ko na no, talagang makikita mo mga magagaling. Anuin ko yun, mas aalalayan ko yun kaysa yung hanap ako ng hanap ng iba. Kumbaga, pinoprotect niya yun. Kasi na-transform ko na to. Kumbaga, ito yun yung grupo na talagang no matter what, magaling na yung mga yan. So the challenges here is that transformational leaders look at individuals. It can cause team or company wins to go unnoticed, and this leader can also overlook details. Kasi mas tinitingnan niya yung tao. As in, very hindi naman subjective, but very objective pa rin. Pero yun nga lang, mas gusto ng transformational leader yung natatransform yung mga tao into something better based on the standards na gusto niya. Pero maganda, positive ang transformational. We also have, sabi nga natin, kung merong transformational, may transactional. A transactional leader is someone who is laser focused on performance, similar to a pace setter. Under this leadership style, the manager establishes predetermined incentive, usually in the form of monetary rewards for success and disciplinary action for failure. Unlike the pace setter leadership style, though, transactional leaders are also focused on mentorship, instruction, and training to achieve goals and enjoy the rewards. Meaning, halimbawa, transactional leader ako. Utusang, ito yung binigyan ko ng trabaho, si Regalado, si Tut, si Gregorio, si Abueg. Halimbawa, no? Yan yung mga binigyan ko ng trabaho. Okay. So I am more focused on looking at them. Okay, if you're able to do the job, meron kayong incentive sa akin. And more on monetary, no? Sometimes it can be non-monetary as well. Basta yung nagbibigay ka ng yung parang nagbabargain ka, eto, sana tatad ako, pag nagawa nyo to, meron kayong incentive sa akin. Then, if these three failed, may parusa ka rin. Parang ganun. Transactional niya Nakikitransact ka. So, what are the things we see about the leader? Value corporate structure, micromanage kasi nga individual talaga. Don't question authority, are practical and pragmatic, value goal hitting, and of course, reactionary. The benefits though is that it facilitates the achievement of goals through short-term goals and clearly defined structure. Kasi as a leader, pag nakita ko naman, eto siguro makakatulong, tutulungan ko sila, magbigay ako ng incentive. Siguro pag may incentive, gagaling lahat silang trabaho. Parang ganun ang style, So the challenges, being overly focused on short-term goals, not having long-term goals, can cause a companies to struggle with adversity. This style staples what? Creativity, and it is unmotivating to employees who are not incentivized by monetary reward. Meaning, hindi ako importante sa sa reward. Bas gusto ko makita ako, makilala ako as somebody. Yun. No? So nagkakaroon minsan ng conflict. Conflict yun. Another one is the bureaucratic leadership. So, bureaucratic leaders are similar to ocratic. Pareha lang naman, no? The bureaucratic style focuses on fixed duties. Like yung katulad ng trabaho nyo, fix yan. Walang masyadong flexibility gagawa. Depende na lang sa leader nyo. Duties within a hierarchy where employee has a set list of responsibilities and there is little need for collaboration and creativity. Kasi nga, susundan nyo na lang, routinary in short. Hindi masyadong nakikita yung creativity. Ito yung gagawin nyo for today, etc. So you're just following. And this is very common sa mga government. Lalo na yung mga sa opisina lang talaga. Very, very, routine ang trabaho. Pero yung mga sa operation, this type of leadership, is not good.
What
Kasi,
is
paano ma-encourage yung creativity ng mga tao? So what are the things we see in a bureaucratic leader? They are detail-oriented, totoo yan, detail-oriented and task-focused.
Awa na, kay
Value rules and structure, have a great work ethic. We go by the time. Strong-willed, have a commitment to your organization, and of course, self-discipline. So the benefits of this leadership, it can be efficient in the organizations that need to follow strict
Yeah.
rules and
Dito,
regulations.
mama.
Each person in the team
Yeah.
or company has a clearly defined role which leads to efficiency. This leaders separate work from relationship to avoid clouding the team's ability to hit goals. So wala tayong friendship, trabaho lang, walang personalan, trabaho lang, that's bureaucratic. Nakukuha niyo guys? Hindi sila yung pwede katulad ng ibang type of leadership style, I mean, pwede yun, no? Pero with bureaucratic, no? Hindi mo may enjoy talaga, no? Yung autonomy. Kasi, bureaucratic nga. So, the challenges does not promote creativity, which can feel restricting to some employees. Halimbawa, may magaling kang tao, hindi siya makakagalaw masyado kasi nga, they go by the rules. They go what is there. Kumbaga gagawin mo na lang. So, wala. Ito yung mga type of leader na very boring magtrabaho. Oo, kasi wala eh. You're not empowered. You just do what is there. Okay? Okay, let's watch this.
Baby, wash my stuff, all right?
Okay.
Well, they still look good coming off the bus. They'll be terrified till they realize he's a marshmallow. Looks like Tarzan plays like Jane.
Give me a minute, Bert.
We're in the middle of practice, Leanne.
You can thank me later. Michael, do you remember when we first met and we went to that horrible part of town to buy you those dreadful clothes? And I was a little bit scared and you told me not to worry about it because you had my back. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
And if anyone tried to get to me, you would have stopped them, right? And when you and SJ were in that car wreck, what did you do to the airbag?
Stop it.
You stopped it. You stopped it. This team is your family, Michael. You have to protect them from those guys, okay? Listen. Okay. Tony here's your quarterback, all right? You protect his blind side. When you look at him, you think of me, how you have my back, how you have his, okay? All right, Tony, go back. All right. Uncle Lumpy here is your tailback. When you look at him, you think of SJ and how you'd never let anyone or anything hurt him. You understand me? All right, go back. Got it?
What about Collins and Mr. Tui?
Fine, they can be on the team too. Are you going to protect the family, Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
Good boy. Then go have some fun.
Alma, check your battery. Give me an A, please. Okay, wait. Try this. Close your eyes. Visualize yourself in a room full of people, lots of silverware, people dropping stuff, talking loud, drunks, women with trays going, "What are you gonna have?" Your voice has to carry over the din. You have to get up over all of that to be heard in the back of the room where I'm sitting, listening, straining to hear you. Okay? Keep that in your mind when we do this. Sister? We call that an A with an attitude.
That's it. Now move in for the kill. Slash, slash. You got a man in your hand. That's it.
I'm sorry, Duke. I had to do it. You was off balance. That's why. Did it hurt your thumb, Duke? I'll get you a bandage for it later.
What do you think you're doing? Did I hurt your thumb, Duke? What are you, Nurse Pyle or Private Gomer Pyle, USMC?
Hey, Sergeant. You see, I was.
You don't have to tell me what I see, pile. I know what I see. You were playing patty cake when you should be at his throat. He's the enemy.
Duke? You see, Sergeant, that's just the trouble. I can't hardly think of Duke as nothing but my friend.
Suppose instead of thinking of Duke, you're seeing me.
Well, I think of you as my friend, too.
Come on, pile. Kill me.
I just couldn't hardly do that, Sergeant.
Simulate. It's for your own good, pile. It's your life and the other fellas.
Depends on who the other fella is, Sergeant.
He's the enemy. Get it? The enemy. This ain't sportsmanship. You don't ask questions. You got two weapons in your hand. A blade for slashing and stabbing, a club for pounding and smashing. Now come at me, pile, with a slash. Come on. And when you do, let's hear it. With each stroke, give a holler. Now come on.
Ah!
You couldn't scare a bunny rabbit with that. What's the matter with you knuckleheads? You learned all this in boot camp.
Take a seat. On bass, Posh Spice. On keyboards, Mr. Cool. And on drums, Spazzy McGee. Okay, Blondie, great face, you're singing back. All right, tough guy, shortstop, fancy pants, get over here. You guys are on security detail. Your job is to make sure no one outside this room knows what we're doing in here. The future of the band depends on it. Okay, your first mission, soundproofing this room. Get on it.
Can I be the band stylist instead?
Of course you can. Fancy. Okay. Carrot Top, Roadrunner, Turkey Sub. We are going to have a lot of equipment. We're talking amps, electric guitars, maybe even lasers, and smoke machines. And your job is to master the transportation.
That GPG ra day mami si An.
Seriously, without a first
That
roadie key, we'll never
GPG ra di ay.
and I can't live with that.
Balik sabi. Oh. Lagi ani ada deh.
All right. Three groupies. And your job is simple. Just worship the band. And you're going to be making hats. You're going to be making t-shirts. All kinds of merchandise. Which leads me to your first assignment.
Kanira?
Meet the band. All right. Sit down.
Then leerag tayo ito. Okay, ano ba?
Sa tingalan ani? Latest. John Cortez. Cortez doon na mo. Okay, John Cortez. Cortez, John na latest. Kita ni?
Appointment. Zip files ang format? Or
Ano na, JPEG na siya. Gawas mo ganoon sa documents niya. Tapos that stuff. Cortez.
bantay ang makasikil kag kape.
Cortez. Tara.
call it?
Zip.
Zip. Kuan lang. Ato ra ibinagsa. Ato ra ibinagsa kay kung maing atong makuan siya.
Na. Appointment to ra dito.
Situation brewing with the carbon
Front na lang.
5 filters on the rim. Which good for 2 guys for a day.
Dili, appointment front.
Already up to 8 on vacation.
Then, so ang iluhap, back.
Air judgment, blackouts, beginning of the
Kira.
Tara.
Let me cover it on the command module. It makes where cartridges swing on the rim around.
Then ka na isa back.
Tell me this isn't a government operation. It's just isn't a contingency we remotely looked at. Those CO2 levels are going to be getting toxic. Well, I suggest you gentlemen invent a way to put a square peg in a round hole.
Back. Isa na dito.
Asa isan?
Sige, ato sa
We gotta find a
kana
way
ba? But
to
asa
make this fit into
Di
the
naman.
hole for this. It's
Kani?
nothing but that.
Ay, ako.
Let's
Diha
get
ra?
it organized. Okay, let's build a filter.
So yung nga to.
Nasa desktop. Appointment on shift. Shift.
Okay. So there are 6 situational leaders. So among those na nakita natin, alin doon yung mas gusto?
Okay rin na. Ano siya option?
Nanood lang talaga kayo. Alin doon? Yung mga situation. Let's work on situational leadership. Alin doon ang yung mga nagustuhan mo? Na talagang very motivating.
Yung una, ma'am.
Yung una, yes.
Hello, ma'am. Yung una po.
Go ahead. Alin yung una doon? Like, describe it.
The blind side.
Okay. Ay, yung base ang block.
Yes,
Ano
ma'am.
yung
Saka yung
motivation?
Sister Atkins.
Oo. Bulawan. Ano? Kahit isa lang. Bulawan, Mariel.
The blind side, ma'am.
The blind side. Kasi,
I-motivate niya, ma'am, yung bata. Na yung nakita niya, ma'am, yung potential ng bata. Doon niya kinuha yung, parang minotivate niya yung bata na may potential siyang gawin ito. Yun yung pina-realize niya sa bata na kaya niyang gawin yun.
yes, correct. Oo, di ba? Maganda yun eh. Oo. That's one thing. Okay, Naron.
Yung una rin, ma'am, yung sa blind side po. Kasi, ma'am, ginamit niya yung family niya, ma'am, na example.
As an example, yes.
Opo, na ipoprotektahan po, ma'am. Kaya, yun ang i-motivate niya, ma'am, sa malaki.
Diba? Okay, thank you. Imperial Enrico.
Yung ano po ma'am, yung sister. Wherein the kid has talent but she is shy and
Oo.
confident. So the leader gave him the motivation and confidence.
Oo, na-motivate niya kung paano ma-empower. Yes, totoo. Any more who would like to share pa? Yes, magpayo.
Ma'am, yung sa School of Rock, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
Kasi ma'am, alam niya yung strength ng bawat students niya. So yun yung binigay niyang duties dun sa mga student.
Oo. Maganda yung movie na yun. I like it. Oo. That's correct. Ano pa, guys? Sino pa? May observation. Anybody? Yes, Cruz. Michael.
Yes, ma'am. Base ma'am sa nakita ko, lahat naman sila ma'am magagandang example. Kasi depende naman sa kung anong meron siyang crew o yung leader, kung anong klaseng tauhan ang meron siya and yung sa situation din, ma'am.
So, alin doon ang mas nagustuhan mo?
Lahat, ma'am. Para sa akin, ma'am, yung sa USMC na lang, ma'am.
Yung sa...
Kasi kahit medyo mahina, nagiging harsh yung leader o yung drill instructor kasi para doon naman yun sa medyo soft-hearted na soldier kasi yun naman nga pag sa tunay na war hindi ka naman pwedeng maging ganoon.
Oo, naman. Okay, thank you. What about the rest? Yung hindi ko pa naririnig nagsasalita. Yes, tungol. Same.
Ma'am, yung sa Apollo 13, ma'am, kasi yung crew, ma'am, or yung mga hawak niya, ma'am, na tao, there are some ideas and then at the same time, they are willing to do those ideas, ma'am.
Yes, oo, yung creativity, di ba? Nakita mo talaga doon. Yes, tama. Anybody else would like to share? Oyardo. Magtawag nga tayo. Oyardo.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I prefer ma'am dun sa sa School of Rock, ma'am, kasi parang pace setting po yung nila ng type of leadership. Kasi ma'am, meron siyang sinset na very high standard doon sa mga kids. Parang failure is not an option po doon.
Correct. Oo, very good observation. Ito niyo may mga May mga ideas talaga kayo. Tignan natin. Pablo Gemar or Gemar.
Ma'am, sa School of Rocks po, ma'am.
Dahil?
Kahit na yung mga simpleng trabaho, ma'am, importante. Pinakita niya, ma'am.
Yes, oo, di ba? Pinakita talaga. Very good. Sino pa? Tawag naman tayo ulit. Petal Corinne, Joy.
Morning, ma'am. Yung sa School of Rock din, ma'am, kasi yung leader nila, yung pinakabida, yung nagbigay ng bali important na ginagawa nagbigay ng para bang siya ng good talaga yung leadership niya kasi yung mga estudyante niya o yung mga bata nakikinig sa kanya.
Okay. Thank you. Meron floor, sisay tabi ang ama mo. Mark, meron floor.
Good morning, ma'am.
Sisay tabi ang ama mo.
Ano po, ma'am? Ama ko po.
Yeah.
Alfonso po, ma'am.
Alfonso. Taga-Daraga ka ba?
Yung mga kamag-anak po namin, ma'am. Kamusal po kami, ma'am.
Okay. Kasi mga Miraflor kilala ko. Okay, Katamora.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Doon din ma'am sa sa yung coach saka yung tinuturuan niya ng mga player, ma'am. Kasi nagpakita ito ng pagiging humble ng coach.
Oo, tsaka maganda yung naging outcome, di ba? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. Okay. Prades. Elisa pala. Andito ba si Prades? Baka wala sa upuan niya. Recato, Marianne.
Ma'am? Recato po. Mark and ma'am.
Mark Ann pala. Ay, sorry. Ay, sa pangalan mo, lalaki tsaka babae, kinambay. Mark Ann. Okay. Recato.
Yung sa School of Rock, ma'am.
Dahil?
Kasi po, tingnan niya yung skills ng mga tao niya. Tapos nakikinig din po sa sinabi ng tao niya. Kung anong kayang gawin, saka anong maganda gawin.
Correct. Oo, di ba? Talagang tinignan niya yung mga capability. Yes. Vedra, Minerva.
Hi, ma'am. Apollo 13 po.
Yes, why?
Success can be found in failure, ma'am.
Oh, very good. Di ba? Oo, totoo yun. Sometimes, success can be found in some failures. Doon kasi nagiging lesson learned yun. Okay, at least I know you're all watching. So what are the qualities of a leader? Number one is physical appearance. Siyempre naman, a leader must have a pleasing appearance. Physical health are very important for a good leader. How can you trust a leader kung mukhang gusgusin, it doesn't have to be very handsome or beautiful, pleasing appearance. Meaning, pag tinignan mo yung tao, talagang mapiplease kang tumingin. Iba rin yung sinabi natin na, dapat pogi, dapat maganda, no? Doesn't follow. Pleasing appearance is an edge also over others kasi parang, syempre leader ka, titignan ka ng mga tao. Di ba? Kung ang pangit ang itsura mo, parang hindi ka pwedeng pagkatiwalaan. Parang ganun palagi ang concept kasi ng mga tao, di ba? Iba ang pag-generalize ng paano tayo nag-judge sometimes. Then of course, he has to have this vision and foresight. A leader cannot maintain influence unless he exhibits that he is forward-looking. He has to visualize situation and thereby has to frame logical programs. Just like yung doon sa may ano bang laro yun? Yung may coach, yung kay kanina, Kevin Costner. Tiningnan niya, yung kung napanood niya yung movie na yan, he went to a place, he been in a place, and then he saw these people with different skills. So naisip niya, dahil dati siyang coach, pinuha niya yung group na yon. At first, it was very, very hard for him kasi nakikita niya hindi motivated yung mga tao. Marami silang if, what if I cannot do this, what if, gano'n, no? Maraming ifs. But eto si Kevin, si Costner doon, being the coach, never gave up. He has this vision and foresight that this group will really, talaga, yung magiging winner din sila one day. Talagang training niya. It's a very good movie. It's a very good movie. The same thing doon sa may band, yung mga bata. Sabi nung teacher na naligaw lang naman doon, nag-substitute, instead ng math, iba yung naituro niya. So at first, he got all these ads, mga comment and everything, galit sa kanyang mga parents, kasi walang natututunan daw yung mga estudyante. Kaso nakita ni Jack Black, ang apelido ba nun, ni Jack, na nakita niya yung mga estudyante na meron palang kakaibang skills. Why not make use of this? Yun. Kasi naman, sa isang organization, hindi lang naman puro trabaho yan. Kita nyo nga pag mini-Olympic yung mga activities nyo, makikita nyo, you can be a singer, a dancer, or whatever. Diyan ko nga minsan napapansin yung mga sa mga activities ang gagaling pala nito, may kanya-kanyang mga abilidad. So you're not there with the Bureau of Fire just as a firefighter, Hindi lang firefighter, meron pa kayong skills other than just doing all this work. Mga potentials na tinatawag. Another one is intelligence. A leader should be intelligent enough to examine problems and difficult situations. He should be analytical, who weighs pros and cons and then summarizes the situation. Therefore, a positive bent of mind and a mature outlook is very important. I don't know if you have watched the movie, yung 12 Strong. Yung 12 Strong. Napanood nyo na ba yun? Palabas na sa meron sa Netflix. Alam nyo ba yun? Yung 12 Strong. Nanood na ba kayo nun? Yung si Thor, ang bida. Sino nakapanood nun? Hindi kayo nanonood nun? Ano ba pinapanood nyo? Baka puro Korean movie lang pinapanood nyo. Ano ba pinapanood? Korean movie?
Hindi ma'am, yung 12 Strong mo.
Yes, okay. Si Mira Flores, parang kaming dalawa lang ata mag-uusap. It's a very good movie. It gives you an insight, how a leader work on his intelligence. The same thing, halimbawa, in our country, during the time of Marcos, the old ones, he see an opportunity. He has this foresight that the Philippines will reign one day. At tama nga naman siya. Nag-number 2 tayo in Asia. Knowing na ang Pilipinas is not that equipped yet with the technology we need. But with his leadership style, with his intelligence, talagang pinagalaw niya ng gusto ang Pilipinas. We're so empowered way back then. Yung pagpupunta niya sa mga iba-ibang bansa para lang makilala ang Philippines. That was the beginning. That was the beginning. Ngayon, yung mga sumunod na mga president natin, mas nakita, lalong-lalo ng panahon naman ni Duterte, mas nakilala ang Philippines dahil masyado daw matapang si Duterte. But, of course, they bow also, They salute on his leadership kasi ang tapang niya, alam niya, hindi siya natakot. But he uses intelligence also to work things out for the country. Because his very goal is what? To make this country a peaceful one. For us to live and enjoy life. Gusto niya talaga yung bansa talagang tahimik, maganda, maayos, secured. O, di ba? Yun nga lang, marami pa rin manluloko Hindi nawawala yun sa Philippines Yung tipong pag naglalakad ka, hawak na hawak mo yung bag mo. Kasi sa takot mo, biglang may mag-i-snatch sa'yo. Di ba nakakatakot yung mga ganun? Yes or no? Uy, magsalita naman kayo. Ano ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Oo, parang hindi kayo convinced. Oo.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I remember when I was still working there, when I was still in Bicol, I remember, in one of the place sa LCC, naistasan kaya ako dyan ng ano, pero hindi nakuha kasi nawakan ko agad yung pintas ko. Pero I got the scratch in my neck. Anywhere, ano, nakakatakot minsan, ano. Kaya nga, sometimes, it's sad that we cannot just trust people around us. You know, in our own country. Kasi ako, madalas akong tatabel eh. Yung parang safe na safe ka lumabas, hindi ka mag-iisip na iwan mo dyan. Naalala ko nung nasa Dubai nga kami, 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, order kami na pagkain. Iwan lang kami ng bag namin sa kuan. Hanap kami ng sa food court. Doon yung cellphone ko. Nobody will even get it. Pagbalik mo, andun pa rin doon yung wallet mo. Andun na. Totoo yun. Totoo yun. Even Singapore, ganun din. Safe na safe ka. Oo. Ang Hong Kong, hindi. Nakakatakot. Parang Pilipinas ka lang. Marami pa rin mga ano. And some other countries. I'm sorry, I don't mean anything about the country, but this is reality that we cannot deny. You know, people are taking advantage of the situation. Yan ang masakit, no, isipin. The second one, fourth one is communicative skills. As we all know, a leader must be able to communicate the policies and procedures clearly, precisely, and effectively. This can be helpful in persuasion and stimulation. How do we communicate? Kaya nga ang pag-communicate, hindi lang dahil nagsasalita tayo. It is our way of conveying our thoughts, our ideas, our knowledge, everything. The way I'm talking right now. Siguro, I will not get all these, itong awards na to. Siguro kung ang tingin nila sa akin, I do not know how to communicate. That means all the teachings I have na nakukuha nila. Nakaka-catch up talaga nila. You know, when I was still with the PNPA, I remember, one of the reason why I left PNPA, kasi binago nila yung exam ko. And I was just told the day before the exam, which is very unethical. I don't know what was the reason behind. I wasn't told. Sabi nila, masyado daw simple yung exam ko. So they changed it entirely. Okay. The next morning, siyempre nag-check na ako. The very question that was raised to me, ilan ma'am ang bumagsak? Sabi ko, ma'am, bakit tinatanong natin yung bumagsak? Hindi yung pumasa. Sabi ko, for your information po, walang bumagsak, maski isa. And they thought that somebody will fail because they changed the exam. Not the one that I did, but they did a new one. And all the lawyers, they were all complaining, Ma'am Jane, ano ba naman yung exam mo? Nosebleed. Lawyer na nga kami, hindi namin masagot. Ganun ba? Pero hindi akong gumawa ng exam. So to my surprise, the cadets made it possible. So I talked to them, how did you do that, guys? Sabi ko sa kanila. Kasi ikaw, ma'am, magaling ka magturo. Alam namin kung ano yung paano i-address yung questions, which is totoo. So, with that, sabi ko, being said, sabi ko, salamat naman at talagang nakuha pa rin nila yung style ng pagtuturo ko. Even when I was still in Bicol University, I was the head, economics department. Way back, 2005. 2006 ata ako naging department head. Ako ang author ng Master in Economics for all you know. Ako nagsimula niyan. Kasi sinara na yan, binago ko at yan, ongoing na yung mga courses dyan. Yung course, I mean. There was this professor who she wanted to fail in the class. So sabi ko, why are we going to fail this student? So doon nila ko na-realize, ang may problema, hindi estudyante, yung nagtuturo. So it's how we communicate our ideas. As I've said, hindi mo naman kailangan yung mga super words na hindi na maintindihan. Simple, understandable, very comprehensive yung way of communicating natin. Then by all means, you're communicating. Okay? The next one is very objective. in all matters, no? Whatever we do, let's be more objective, not subjective, objective. Meaning, I'm more focused on the goals ng organization. The same thing with you. So, a leader has to be having a fair outlook, which is free from bias and which does not reflect his willingness towards a particular individual. Halimbawa, si Mapa, ang tingin ko lagi lang sa kanya, siya yung mali, ganun. Parang nagsisingle out, no? But if I look at Mapa, siya yung pinakamahina. Halimbawa lang, siya yung mahina. Hindi ko siya titignan naman mahina. But instead, I will talk to him na, oh, Mapa, may potential ka. Pwede ka maging official. Work it out. So that one day I can see you as an officer. Ganun. Very objective yung purpose mo. Kasi nakikita mo, may skill siya. Wag yung nakita mo na medyo ida-down mo pa. No. That's not my Even if you ask my student in BU, listen to their stories. I'm not that type of professor that I will look at you, isi-single na parang abing ko, oh, ito yung mga bobo sa klase ko. No? I never said those words, pati. Because I always believe lahat ng estudyante may kanya-kanyang potentials. Even at work, may kanya-kanya kayong potential, ayaw nyo lang i-discover. Yan ang problema sometimes. Okay? Knowledge of work, this is very important. A leader should be very, very precisely knowing the nature of work of his subordinate. Because it is then he can win the trust and confidence of his subordinate. Meaning, dapat mayroon akong direct hands-on sa mga trabaho nyo. Hindi puro utos lang. Pag sinabi, oh, eto, ganito ang gagawin nyo, ganito ang approach, eto yung mga strategic approaches, oh, yan. Dapat alam mo rin yun. Hindi puro theory lang. No? Hindi puro theory lang. Dapat talaga yung actual na ginagawa niya. Then, of course, sense of responsibility that we really want to see in them. Sa leader, responsibility and accountability towards an individual's work is very important to bring a sense of influence. Kasi yun lang naman titignan din sa iyo as a leader. May sense of responsibility ka. And accountability. That means, I am your leader. I'm accountable for all your actions. So you should also be responsible for every action you will be doing in my AOR. Parang ganun, dapat ang mga tema, no? Ganyan. A leader must have a sense of responsibility towards organizational goals, because only then he can get a maximum capabilities exploited in a real sense. Yan. And self-confidence and willpower. Confidence in himself is important to earn the confidence of the subordinate. Paano kung ikaw yung leader, wala kang tiwala rin sa sarili mo, ay hindi ka pwede dyan. Dapat andoon yung mo talaga, sense of yung self-confident. Very confident ka sa lahat ng ginagawa mo. Yung hindi ka sure, ang hirap nun. Ang hirap nun pag hindi ka sure, oo. Noon, I don't know how to iron clothes. Lumaki ako, yung tatay ko na mamalansya. So sabi ko, paano kaya mamalansya? Wala namang teaching yan, Hindi ko alam kung paano yan. But because my goal is to learn, to know. Ay, nag-aral ako magplancha. Now, I like doing it. Before, I don't like doing it because I don't know how to do it. Gano'n naman talaga ang tao, When they don't know, they don't want to explore. Very, very few people are really taking risks. Ako naman, ganun ako. Calculated risk, diyan ako magaling Oo. Yung alam ko naman, konti lang naman yung magiging I would do so. Yan, di ba? Dapat ganun. Yan. Another one, guys, if you have question, you can raise your hand, please, please. I will definitely appreciate question. Humanness, this trait to be presented in a leader is essential because he deals with human beings and is in personal contact with them. Correct. You don't treat chairmen like machines. Maski nga ang machine, nagpa-bar down di ba? Pag na-overload na, hindi na rin gumagana. So, treat chairmen as human beings. And of course, the empathy is there. As an old adage says, stepping into the shoes of others. Yes, para malaman mo. put yourself in the shoes of others. Tingnan ko kaya kung paano maging ganito. Ano kaya ang mararamdaman ko? Ano bang nararamdaman ng tao pag you put yourself there, di ba? That's why ako, maski sa personal life ko, guys, hindi ako matapang sa mga katulong. Pag ako nag-uutos ka, ako pa yung mababa ang ano ko, uy, pakiplansya naman yung ano, uy, pakiluto, ganito ang gusto kong ulam. Ganyan ako mag-uutos, guys. Mukha akong suplada, pero you will never hear me being so bad, you know? Yung masyadong, anong tawag niyo yan? Authoritative ang dating, no? You don't see it. Maski sa opisina, pag nag-uutos ako, I don't talk like that because I don't want that thing to happen to me. I always observe the golden rule. Di ba? Ano yung golden rule? Ano yung golden rule?
Do unto others what others do unto you.
Correct. O, di ba? Kung ayaw mong gawin yan sa'yo, huwag mong gawin sa kanila. Ganun lang naman kasimple, di ba? Ang sabi nga nila, ang gulong, bilog, umiikot. Minsan nandun ka sa taas, minsan nandiyan ka na sa baba. O, ako naman, I always believe in that saying, pero ako, I don't want to go down. I always want to maintain on top. So, I will maintain whatever is the right thing to do. O, tama? Oo. Anybody would like to have any reaction? May reaction ba? May question? Wala bang magtatanong? Hello? O yung mga Region 5, wala kayo. Dahil lamang ka mo nag-arapot. Ano tabi? O yung Region 5, mga Uragon. Ano ba? Sa Kamsur, ang Uragon, masamang word sa kanila yan. Walang tanong. Region 5, NHQ, Region 7. Ano pa bang region ang nandito? May iba pa bang region? Any question?
R3 at R1.
Okay. May question? Wala naman kayo reaction kung clear, madam. Hello? Guys, I have 85. 84 pang plus me. I have 80 plus in my classroom. Anybody who would like to alam nyo sa totoo lang, pag hindi kayo nagpa-participate, nawawalan ako ng gana. Any question you want to know? O kaya sabihin nyo na lang sa akin, ma'am, clear po. Wala naman kayong mga icon sign na nag-agree kayo. How would I know? Please.
Ma'am, clear naman po. Baka mamaya may question.
Clear po, ma'am.
Clear po, ma'am.
Mga katanungan, ma'am.
Diyos ko naman, ilang araw pa tayo magkikita-kita. Yun, nakita ko yung mga icon, di yan bawal erase. Ano pa tayo, recording pa naman. That means the NFTI will be very proud of you. That the class is very, very interactive. Okay, do you understand me, guys?
Ha?
Yes, ma'am.
Panahurot ang
Yes,
mga
ma'am.
Itong mga Bicolano tabi, mag-participate ng tabi. Kamuta ang pagmati ko, garba ko ako maray. Nasabutan nindo, mga Region 5.
Ma'am.
Babako na ako maray, magturo. Mali na ako digdig.
Okay, ma'am.
Right, tabi, ma'am.
Yan, ang gusto ko nga, nadatangog ko ang mga Region 5. Dami nyo, na-outnumber nyo nga ibang regions. Okay. I feel like I want to, guys, hindi sa pagyayabang. Lagi akong requested na magturo. Ayoko na nga eh. Oo. Gusto ko na I really want to retire na. Pero I'm always requested. And I'm looking at it as something as opportunity for me. Because of my age, ako nag-60, dapat nga na, pasarap na lang ako sa ko, But still, people are inviting me. So I look at it as an opportunity for me. The same thing with you guys. Take that as an opportunity to communicate with your professor. That's in only then that you will learn more. Huwag yung puro lang kayo, nakikinig lang. Ano kayo, elementary? Okay, now let's work on the different challenges. The different challenges, of course, sabi nga natin, is first is honing effectiveness. Now let's discuss that. So honing effectiveness are the challenge, no? The challenge of developing relevant skills. So let's see. Let's say, magaling etong tao na to sa firefighting. Anong mga basic skills meron siya? So you work on that. Parang specialization, ano? O sige, magaling ito sa investigation. I'll put him there because mauhon ko pa siya ng gusto. Matuturuan ko pa siya ng gusto. This is how you look at the different abilities and the capabilities of your subordinate. The next one is inspiring others. How do we inspire them to work with us? To look at the day, kahit no matter how bad that your day is, let's say hindi naman lahat ng oras maganda. There are times physically, may nararamdaman ka, mentally, emotionally, nag-away kayo mag-asawa, hindi maganda yung relationship, etc. But do not bring it in the office. Iwan nyo lahat. No? So that you can inspire people. Kasi how can you inspire people if you're dealing with something else? You're dealing with your emotion, you cannot inspire people. The next one is, of course, developing employees. The challenge of developing others, including mentoring and coaching. So kung meron na kayo equipped with the necessary skills and knowledge, let's help others by pulling them up. No, not dragging them down. I-pull natin sila na para one day, sila na rin mismo ang magtuturo and they will always remember you no matter what. Ito yung mga turo ni Martinez sa amin, ni Sir Martinez, ni Ma'am Villesa, di ba? They will always mention your name because from you, that's where they got all those skills. Yes, the Lawiras.
Yes, ma'am. How about, ma'am, gusto na ayaw mo matuto? Tapos laging rason is hindi kaya, hindi alam, or walang karanasan.
Okay. Alam mo kung anong gagawin mo niyan, Ted. Pag ganyan ang mga rason ng mga subordinate mo, sabihin mo, itry mo muna. Try mo muna. Kung lower ranking sa'yo, dapat sumunod siya. Obey first before you complain. Pag hindi siya sumunod, lagyan mo agad, gawan mo ng written report. Insubordination. Mabigat yun. Diba? Kasi sa uniform service, we cannot say no. Kaso yun daw ang nagiging parang trend ng mga baguhan. Okay lang, kung wala pa talagang training. You have to understand that. Pero kung may training na, sufficient enough for him to participate in any activity in the fire, no? Dapat mag-participate. But giving reasons such as like that, simple lang yan. Pag unang warning mo is, hindi, try mo muna. Kasi only then that they will learn. Lahat naman ng trabaho natin, wala tayong alam. Sino ba yung nag-graduate sa college at pagpasok sa government or sa private, may alam agad na trabaho? Hindi ba lahat tayong nga? Siyempre, wala ka pa naman alam, di ba? Kung baga talagang neophyte ka. O, sige. But it is only then na natututo tayo through, practice. Gawin mo. Paano ka matututo kung hindi mo gagawin? Di ba? I remember when I was still an employee of the Department of Agrarian Reform, I remember wala ako talagang knowledge sa computer. Nung panahon ko, wala naman na computer. Hindi natutunan yan sa BU nung panahon ko. I'm an economics major. Wala niyan. Talaga more on library lang kami. Typewriter pa, paka-graduate ko. Pati nga yung typewriter na pag-aralan ko. Oo. But that was then na kailangan kong mag-evolve. Nowadays, the key word is to evolve. What is the definition of intelligence now? Smart. Being smart. Smart in a way that you have to embrace all these learnings. Natataka nga ako sa mga iba, sasabihin nila, ma'am, matatanda na kasi kami, ma'am. Oh, excuse me, sino mas matanda ako o kayo? I embrace all this learning and I feel that I need to evolve. Otherwise, I'm not your professor right now. I took my leadership and management another course after my PhD, online. Ireland pa yung yung host agency. I've been listening every now and then. I need to listen. It's so hard for me kasi very visual ako. Mas gusto ko yung nakikita ko. And it's a combination of hindi pa uso yung online classes natin, naka-attend na ako. So I need to evolve, you know? So we have to develop our employees. They cannot just say no. You have to tell them, you have to learn. Kung ayaw pa rin, pangatlong salita mo, madali yan. Gawan mo na ng report, insubordination. Takot lang nila mawala ng trabaho. Mabigat yun eh. Di ba? Lalo na kung yung utos mo naman para sa opisina, imposible naman na they will refuse. Sabi nga nung supervisor ko way back then, nung nasa DAR ako, sabi ko, gusto ko matuto mag-computer, please, turuan niyo naman ako. Paano paggawa ng Excel? Di ba? MS Word, alam ko na. Paano yung paggawa ng Excel? Gusto ko matutunan yung kung ano yung mga nilalagay niyo dyan. So I was so assertive. And now I'm very good in Excel, in PowerPoint, etc. Publisher, all those things. Pinag-aralan ko. This is how you develop. Paano ka magiging head kung hindi ko pag-aaralan yan, di ba? How can I relate? Yun ang how can you relate if you yourself, you are not equipped with that skills you need? So, equip yourself first before judging, before asking someone else, and probably you can mentor or coach if you have the skills required. Kasi dapat importanteng meron din tayo yan. Another one is leading a team. The challenge of team building, team development, and team management. Specific leadership challenges include how to instill pride and how to provide support, how to lead a big team, and what to do when taking over a new team. Very challenging talaga, leading a new team. But of course, as I've said, there's no such thing as madali. It takes a while, no? It takes a while for them to trust you, but only in doing so that they will trust you. If you're not doing anything at all, how can I trust you, by the way? Di ba? Puro ka lang na andyan, nakatayo ka lang. Paano ko malalaman na, eto si Laguna, dapat ba magtiwala ako sa kanya? Eto ba si Manlenisa, dapat ba magtiwala ako sa kanya? Kung lagi ko nakikita, nakatayo lang. Siyempre hindi, di ba? But if Marinel is doing something good, siya mismo, he can lead the team. Magaling mag-team pala to. Ito si ganyan. Di ba? Nadi-discover yung mga tinatago niyong skills. Kasi empowered kayo. Usually, people are doing that, lalo-lalo na kung ang lakas ng dating ng leader. Nai-inspire sila sa leader. Of course, sabi nga natin, guiding change, the challenge of managing, mobilizing, understanding, and leading change. Guiding change includes knowing how to mitigate consequences, overcome resistance to change, and deal with employees' reaction to change. You know, I have one subject sa OSEC, organizational leadership and change management. Organizational leadership and change management. Do you know, it's very challenging for me, lalong-lalo na mga colonel na sila, no? At first, it was so hard for me on how to approach the topic. Kasi I know they are already in in that level, mga magagaling na sila. Nakarating kami dyan sa ranggong yan di ba? So, I deal with them in such a way on how to guide that change to them, and then they can also do it to their men. So I try to listen with all their stories. Doon ako nag-i-infuse ng inputs. Nagbibigay ako ng idea. And doon nila na-realize na, sabi nga nila, ang ganda ma'am ng topic natin. Very engaging talaga. Sabi ko kasi, you are always looking at your rank. You manifest that rank into a kind of leadership na gusto natin makita. The rank is just a rank. Di ba? Without doing anything, it remains nothing to the eyes of so many. May ranggo ka nga. Pero may nagagawa ka ba? Yun ang tanong. So how can you guide change? So remember, change management is a very hard thing sa mga leaders kasi na very challenging ang dating. Talaga, yun. Okay. Then of course, managing stakeholders. Siyempre, alam naman natin na lahat naman ng mga, hindi kayo nag-ooperate in your own organization, only within your organization. No. You consider the stakeholders. These are external environment. This is in SWOT analysis. These are your opportunities. And how do you build all these opportunities? Yeah. How do you make use of these opportunities as against threats? So the leadership is creating a vision. First is the clarity of purpose and task. Clarity of purpose and task. This is how we create a vision. Very, very clear dapat. Ano ba yung gusto natin? Ano ba yung purpose natin? That when you conduct the OLP, what do you really want to do? That the community is empowered, that you're able to create a community fire auxiliary group, that you're able to mobilize, inform them on fire safety, fire prevention, and whatever. Diba? This is the very purpose. This is how you create your vision. Then good organizational skills that in your stay in the organization, you should be able to develop several skills, be it communication, be it in operation, or whatever. We learn it in the organization. We don't learn it from the outside. Diba? Dito mo muna pag-aralan sa loob and then you apply it outside. Let's say, in the delivery of the programs and services of the Bureau of Fire, what are the goals and what are these programs and services? How would you know na effective ka dyan? Siyempre, yung mga tao mismo, ang number one na indicator ka dyan. Ay, magaling ito si Jacob. Ay, magaling to si Leduna. Ay, magaling to si Tut. Nga gana, no? Nadi-discover yung mga skills nyo. Ability to communicate the tasks and expected results effectively, that when you send your men out, dapat ipaliwanag nyo na, ito yung target natin for the week. Ito yung mga dapat, o mag-building inspection tayo ngayon, ito yung target natin for the week. So what do we expect? Dapat matapos natin yung trabaho with quality. Dapat matapos natin yung trabaho ng maayos, on time. Hindi, wasted money. Ability to negotiate various administrative and regulatory processes, of course. Yung mga rules and regulations should be communicated well enough to our men para maintindihan nila. May isang police, sa klase ko, colonel at babae siya. Ito yung tanong niya sa akin. Sabi niya, ma'am, anong gagawin mo, ma'am, kung may tao ka na ang pangkapit niya, ma'am, yung politiko. Ibig sabihin, ma'am, hindi ko siya basta-basta pwedeng i-relieve kahit malatuba siya, lagi siyang absent, may awol na, gano'n. Kasi ma'am, palaging, pag merong mga ganyang cases, ma'am, kakapit siya kasi malakas ang backer niya. Gano'n. So, anong ginawa mo, ma'am? Ang ginawa ko, ma'am, talaga sumulat na ako sa pinakataas. Nireport ko na siya. Kasi, kung lagi yun mga and I don't deal with this backer. Ewan ko, bahala sila, ma'am, kung alisin nila ako doon. Basta ginawa ko what is right. Hindi pumapasok kasi, ma'am, sa trabaho. Yung trabaho, yung opisina, ma'am, andoon lang, ma'am, yung bahay niya, kapitbahay. Pero laging absent. Di ba? Mga ganong type of situation, So, you have to deal with that situation professionally, responsibly, and tactfully. Para, of course, as I've said, this is how you handle your task. Then, of course, good delegation skills. So how do we delegate this task? Do not just delegate any task that is not known to your people, meaning proper delegation. Put the right person at the right place at the right time. Wag kang mag-ano diyan para lang ma-meet mo yung yung assignment, yung duty, no? Nilagay ko halimbawa doon si Napay, hindi naman siya marunong sa investigation. Nilagay ko siya doon sa response, wala naman siyang alam pa, o, di ba? Sino ang mapapahiya? Yung organization mismo in general. In general. Okay, the next one is yun na, no? Good delegation skills. Leadership excellence is viewed in several things. Guys, saglit lang ha, kasi MPC yung nagme-message sa dito. Oh, communication, tone setting, the way we talk, no? The way we wag masyadong dominante, no? Yung hindi naman ko sinabing bedroom voice, tama lang. It's also important. Then, coaching feedback, self-management, tayo mismo, how do we manage? Coaching development, that pag nag-coach ka, nakita mo ba nag-improve si Hoben, si Laguna, si Red, si Panol, yun ang ina-expect natin. That after this course, marami silang natutunan, hindi nakinig lang entirely. That after, ilang buwan kayo?
2 months na. 2 months.
O kita mo, 2 months lang pati, no? Sa 2 months na yan, dapat marami kayong matutunan. That after the course, nakaka-handle ako I like that group. May na-handle akong leadership also class sa FIRE, no? Kaya gusto ko pag ang leadership sa FIRE kasi very, very responsive ang mga estudyante. Lahat sila very participative. Natuwa talaga ako. Binigyan ko silang matataas na grade. Sabi ko doon sa learning manager, ang ganda ng klase. Very interactive talaga. Sabi nila, ay, ma'am, ang ganda ng class. Decision making. Courage and risk, relationship and power, innovation and change, always tingnan natin yung word na yan, innovation and change. We have to innovate. Apply some innovative ideas. Ito, halimbawa, sa firefighting, ito yung basic firefighting. Ano yung mga magandang gawin dyan other than that, as long as you're not putting your men in harm's way? Merong mas madali, paano gawa? Maraming mga naririnig ko yan sa mga kwento ni General Cesar eh. Pwede pala yung sir yung ganyan, di ba? Ganyan. Mga strategy. Okay. And of course, a leader should be very, very good when it comes to planning and vision. Now, with that, sabi nga natin, the principle of leadership is number 1, okay, ma'am. Okay po. Kasi yung advance, alam nyo na to, mga police, gusto nila walang activity. Sigawa ko na activity. Know yourself and seek improvement. If you look at yourself, ano pa ba yung mga dapat kong i-improve? Diba? As a leader, what are those things I need to improve? Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na 100% ka ng cooking. Wala na, perfect na ako. No, there's no such thing. Next one is be technically proficient. Lalo na kayo, no? Ang dami yung mga technical work na kayo lang nakakaintindi at nakakaalam. So be proficient in that type, whether it's EMS, operation, or whatever. Okay? Seek responsibility and take responsibility for your actions. That when you say so, make sure that you're taking responsibility at all times. Just like you guys, my responsibility is making sure that all of you will learn from me. And that's my responsibility. It's not just delivering the instructions that you need. I make sure that all of you, at the end of the day, lahat kayo may natutunan kay Ma'am Jay. That's my responsibility. as a professor. Make sound and timely decision that when you make decision, it's not late. Timely. Sir, ano po ba ang gagawin natin dito sa trabaho na to? O ano ba, we're waiting for your orders. And make timely decision. Yun yung kinikwento ko kanina 12 song. There were several situations that they are so dependent with the leader who's really managing the operation. Ano? So, just give us the order what to do. Yan, sabi ng mga tao doon. So, make sound and timely decision. Set the example. Always make sure that you're setting the example. Yung makikita nila, yung walk the talk nga, sabi nga, dapat nagsasabi ka niyan, ikaw mismo, pakita mo. Then, know your people and look out for their well-being. One of the major responsibility of a leader is always looking after the welfare of his men. Bago siya. Diba? Dapat tingnan mo palagi na yung ano, hindi ba yung story ng sa mama sa pano, yung the only man standing, only one standing, left there, di ba? Tiningnan niya lahat, yung nakita niya may isa pa siyang tao na buhay pa, anong ginawa niya? Sinave niya yung tao na yun. Para lang kahit papano may isa pang matira sa grupo. Siya talaga yung may hawak ng granada. Di ba? Kasi ayaw niyang maano. So, pinalangwi niya na muna yung tao na yun, yung PNCO. Doon sa lugar na kung saan masisave na siya. See how he is looking after his welfare. Na kahit papano merong nakaligtas. Diba? Keep your workers informed. Always, always. Whatever guidelines, whatever directive, whatever instruction coming from the top, always communicate those things to your men so that they will know. Hindi yung bibigyan mo na lang ng trabaho, o gawin daw natin to, ito yung target natin. No, not like that. Communicate that instruction very well so that all your men will work responsibly with their task. Ay, sabi kasi ni ma'am, ito yung mga dapat natin gawin. Kung paano to gagawin, yan, ganun dapat. Hindi yun, yan, Ricardo, ang target natin sa OLP, 10 for this month. Hindi man lang nagtanong, kamusta ba yung mga ginawa niyo previously? Ano ba yung naging problema? Di ba? Hindi yun always send your men out. Ask them first. Any problem along with that program? Any problem in the community, etc.? You should know. Hindi yung yung iba matatakot mag-report. No, you have to communicate with that. All those problems you see, you have to communicate. Develop a sense of responsibility in your workers. I always tell, people, do not always assume the responsibility na harap-harapan sabi nyo na syempre may rank yan. Oo, authority and responsibility lies in their rank. Correct. However, the moment you go out at the field, the moment you are given such task, assignment, or whatever, the position you're handling, always remember the sense of responsibility. That whatever actions you're taking in, you should be responsible. Those were the days iniisip lang natin, bahala si sir, siya ang ang officer natin. No, take responsibility for whatever actions you're doing. Kasi it redounds also to the leader. Kaya si leader, in such manner, dapat ipaliwanag niya rin sa mga tao niya, kayo ha, eto mga natin dapat gawin. Siguraduhin natin, less casualty, less mortality, yung mga ganun type of thing. Walang mga damages, etc. on how to handle, when fire strike. Dapat alam natin kung paano yung gagawin. So those are the things. Next, ensure that the tasks are understood, supervised, and accomplished. Yun na nga. Kailangan ipaliwanag ng maayos. Then you should be able to develop that team spirit. Sabi nga natin, kung walang team, walang Of course, nobody will say, I can do it by myself. There's no such thing. We always develop that type of team building, camaraderie, then yung partnership. Hindi ba, nung naalala nyo, nung nagtitraining kayo, you cannot just go to the restroom without somebody with you. andun yung body-body. Kasi nga, dinidevelop natin yung team building, the spirit of team building. Nung teamwork, not team building, of teamwork. Diba? Yun. Then use the capabilities of your organization. If I have 1 million firefighters, this 1 million should be equipped with the necessary skills, knowledge, and abilities, so to speak. Yan. Nobody is left behind. Meaning, the very first thing that the organization will have to look and will have to consider is by providing them the necessary knowledge, skills, and abilities. Kasi in return, yun din ang makikita mo sa kanila. Okay. Okay. So, of course, there are top 6 leadership skills. Number 1 is decisiveness. Although we've seen a lot kanina, no, those are several. Decisiveness. Effective leaders are those who can make decisions quickly with the information they have. Effective decision making comes with time and experience. Di ba yung meron kasi mga leader, ay, ano kaya ang gagawin natin? Ay, baka hindi pwede yan. Ay, baka mali ata. Ganon, mga ganon type of thing. Yung walang hindi pinag-aralan yung problem solving na sinasabi. That when you make decision, work on the pros and cons of your decision, the ramification of your decisions. The outcome, in short, na pag when you decide something, ano yung outcome, dapat tinitingnan na natin. So be very, very decisive also. But when you are decisive, as I've said, make sure na pinag-aralan nyo ng maigi ang decision. Do not put anybody in a harm's way. Okay? For another one is integrity is often seen as just truthfulness or honesty, but in many cases, it also means having or standing by a set of strong values. Kaya nga kayo nag-aaral to maintain the type of integrity we want to see from our firefighters. Sabi nga niya, what's in a name? Hindi yan pangalan lang. Di ba? Yung dignidad mo, integridad mo kasama ng pangalan mo. Agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Para din yung integridad ng Bureau of Fire, huwag niyong sirain. Kasi the leaders who are behind all these things, they maintain also the kind of integrity they need as a leader. Okay? The next one is, of course, relationship building. This relationship building, of course, as we all know, requires the ability to build and maintain a strong and collaborative team of individuals working toward the same goal. So ano yung gusto nating makita? Diba? Na dapat maganda yung samahan, na maayos yung I don't know if you have watched, wala na kasi sa TV, yung 911 na movie ng mga bombero. Alam niyo yon? Napanood niyo ba yon kahit once in a while? May napanood ba kayo?
Yung series, ma'am?
Yung series?
Yes, ma'am. Season 1 to 4.
Oo, wala na. Sayang, no? Alam niyo, gusto ko yung mapalabas na yon.
Nada-download naman, ma'am? Nada-download naman po.
Oo, meron na ngayon sa Netflix ata. Marami naman. Prime Video. Ako nanonood minsan kung gusto ko. Pero wala ka. Ano daw?
Disney Plus po, ma'am. Meron po.
Saan?
Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Wala akong Disney Plus. Download ko nga. Anyway, the essence of that story is that there was one episode in that movie, in that episode, na sabi nung fire marshal, nagtaka yung mga tao niya, bakit, sir, why are you doing this? Why are you cooking food? From now on, we will eat together. Sa kanila, hindi pa uso yung, anong tawag niyo yan? Pag kumakain kayo sa isang lugar? Budal fight. Hindi pa uso sa kanila, Doon, hindi nag-budal fight, but they eat together with the idea that we treat each other as one family. Oh, di ba? Napakaganda nung yung episode na yon. We are not just firefighters here. We are one family. Oh, di ba? Ang ganda nung sense of relationship na binild niya. Ang ganda kaya nun. Doon ko nga na-feel na talagang feel ng mga bumbero ang maging isang pamilya. In the same manner, no? Di ba? Pag pumasok kayo sa opisina, nafe-feel mo yung environment as one family. Masaya. Yun lang naman ang gusto natin sa opisina eh, no? Yung pag pumasok ka masaya, hindi yung pangit na mukha ng boss mo. Oo. Kasi pag pangit yung mukha, masyadong nakakatakot ang mukha, hindi na kayo gaganahan magtrabaho. Tama ba?
Yes po, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, tama po, ma'am.
Yan ang gusto ko, yung malakas yung conviction. Totoo yan, kasi ako nagtrabaho ako. May kasama ko sa trabaho no, na ang mukha parang pinaglilihi sa sama ng loob. Laging naka-tiger look. Sabi ko, maganda naman siya. Ba't lagi kayong tiger look? Pag pumasok ako, nakikita kasi mangot na. Sabi ko, pangit ba ako at nasisira ang araw niya? O mas maganda lang talaga ako sa kanya? O, sarot. Diba? Ano ba na-insecure siya? Diba? Pero totoo, no? Kidding aside, guys. Nagtataka talaga ako. Bakit lagi siya nakasimangot? Masaya naman siya, complete family. Hindi ko naman sasabihin paano siya, matandang dalaga. Ewan ko nga ba, bakit lagi siya nakasimangot? Siguro meron siya pinagdadaan. Kaso all my life in that department, palaging ganun yung mukha niya. Bihira ko talaga siya makitang naka-smile. Seryoso siya magtrabaho. Anyway, whatever. So, the next one is problem solving. Good leaders are skilled at problem-solving issues that arise on the job. Effective problem-solving often requires staying calm and identifying a step-by-step solution. Ito yung tinatawag nating working while under pressure. Kasi dyan talaga natin ang skills mo what to do. Pero pag ikaw yung unang natataranta, wala. Diba? So, dapat gumagana yung utak natin. The next one is dependability. Being a dependable leader means that people can trust and rely on you. A dependable person follows through on plans and keeps promises. Yung talagang maaasahan ka no matter what. Na, ito ba, magtiwala kay ako kay Nepe, kaya niya yung trabaho niya, no? Di ba? Maasahan niya, pwede yan. Di ba? Dependable. Andun yung dependability kasi people are depending on you. And of course, ability to teach and mentor. Yun na nga. Paano kayo maka-mentor kung kayo mismo walang alam? So we should know on how to work on this thing so that yung subordinate natin sumusunod. So there are 4 main functions along with leadership. The first one is emotional stimulation. Yun na nga, no? Minsan, ayaw man natin sabihin na hindi naman pwedeng lagi tayo nahahanap, hindi naman laging personalan, trabaho lang. But sometimes we have to work on our emotions as well, balancing, no? Binabalance siya. Huwag naman yung super awa palagi, no? Ibabalance mo. Yung empathy nandiyan pa rin. Executive, of course, you as a leader, you act on your capacity as the leader. Executive position, di ba? Yung paano. Then caring should also be, of course, one of the things we need to have. That we care for our men no matter what. Maski sabihin nyo, ma'am, trabaho lang. Oo, trabaho lang. Pero huwag mong kalimutan yung pagmamalasakit mo sa tao mo. Huwag mong i-overwork yung mga yan. Huwag ma-overload. Tao yan, hindi yan machine. And put some meaningful, sabi nga natin, those attributions na nakikita sa iyo or sa kanila, put meaning to it. What are these meaningful attributions that can help you as a leader? So the very features of leadership influence the behavior of others. Leadership is an ability of an individual to influence the behavior of employees in the organization to achieve a common purpose or goal so that they are willingly cooperating with each other for the fulfillment of the same. Okay? Interpersonal processes as well is an interpersonal processes between the leaders and the followers. Meaning, how do you communicate with each other by maintaining that kind of relationship as well? So, yeah. The next one is attainment of common organizational goals. The goals of the organization is not your personal goals. It is an organizational goals, meaning you are looking towards one direction only. Kasi ito yung goals nyo. And continuous process because, as I've said, we never stop working for improvement. So continuously, we're looking on different scenarios, different situations in which to improve your skills, your leadership skills. And of course, sabi nga natin, group processes kasi nga, pang-grupo talaga. And dependent on the situation, it is a situation bound as it all depends upon the tackling the situation present. Thus, there is no single best style of leadership. Sabi ko nga, anong leadership style ang gusto nyo? It depends on the situation. Everything is good naman. Depende kung saan mo siya i-apply. So, of course, the importance of leadership, initiating action. How do we initiate actions? So, tignan mo muna yung mga capability ng mga tao mo. Kaya ba nila? Kung hindi nila kaya, kailangan mo ba ng tulong, etc. Those things. So, we need to, of course, sabi nga natin, a leader is a person who communicates the policies and plans to the subordinate to start the work. Guys, question. Mabilis ba ako masyado?
Kailan po, ma'am?
The next one is providing motivation. A leader motivates employees by giving them financial or not financial incentive and gets the work done efficiently. Kapamora bukas tabi ang imong ang mic yan. Motivation is the driving force in an individual's life. Kasi lahat naman tayo, nagtatrabaho tayo, motivated tayo. Di ba mas na-motivate nga kayo nung tinaasan na yung sweldo nyo? Di ba? High moral, sabi nyo nga, high moral yon. So by providing some kind of financial or non-financial incentive, maano ba minsan pagbigyan nyo ng isang papel, commendation, recognition coming from you as the leader, it won't affect anybody. Diba? At least na-recognize nyo yung effort niya. Recognize din natin. Appreciate. Providing guidance. Kanina pa, sinabi natin, a leader should be able to provide guidance so that there are no wasted effort whatsoever. Then, of course, sabi nga rin natin, creating confidence. Create ko yung confidence ng mga tao. Paano ba sila magtatrabaho, no? Naging bombero sila, wala pa silang training. Kailangan, wag mong sabihin, wala pa kayong training. Magtiis muna kayo dyan. But of course, give them some little insight so that they know what to do as a firefighter. No? Building work environment, itong importante. A good leader should maintain personal contacts with employees and should hear their problems and solve them. He always listens to the point of view of the employees and in case of disagreement, persuade them to agree with him by giving suitable clarification. Meaning, sa isang maski may nag-aaway, di naiwasan yung conflict eh. Sa opisina, hindi naiwasan. Kung sa mag-asawa nga, hindi pwedeng hindi nag-aaway. Hindi ko nasabi mag-aaway kayo, but talagang part of learning. Part of learning and knowing each other. Yun eh. Kaya nga, di ba, sa mga relationship, that's how you're growing together, is to know basically the differences of each other. Sa mag-asawa, di ba? Alam mo, in up time na yung 5 years kayong naging mag-boyfriend. Pag nagsama na pala kayo, doon yung nakikilala, marami pang hindi maganda doon sa tao na yun. But that doesn't mean you have to leave it. The same thing in the organization, you help to build this environment conducively for working. where everyone will be working. Hindi katulad ng example ko, na hindi ko feel yung environment. Ako talaga, pag hindi ko na na-feel ang environment, working environment, that's the time I give. I'm not going to waste my time staying in a place where I'm no longer happy. Kasi sa akin, at the end of the day, ang fulfillment ko ang mas importante. I mean, at my hindi pa sa inyo kasi matagal pa kayo. In my status now, I would rather find peace in my work rather than, problems. I don't like that. Then, of course, coordination. A leader reconciles the personal interest of the employees with the organizational goals and achieve coordination in the entity. How we work on coordination. Lalo na ngayon, mas malaki na ang network nyo. Dapat maganda ang coordination. Creating successor, a leader trains his subordinate in such a manner that they can succeed him in the future. If in case wala siya, alam niya na yan. Kaya nga, importante among your AOR, meron kang natitrain dyan na isa sa magaling. Na kahit wala ka dyan, alam mo, yung na-train mong yan, will be able to sustain the work. Yun yung importante. Then, of course, sabi nga natin, induces change. A leader persuades, clarifies, and inspires employees to accept any change in the organization without much resistance and discontentment. Meaning, I can be working with you. I'm happy working with you. O, di ba? Siguro kung hindi ako masaya sa NFTI, I will not be working. Ang tagal ko na sa NFTI. I started working with them 2011. How many years na, 12 years na, Kung may loyalty award, mayroon na akong 10 years. Loyalty award, wala wala. Paano lang naman kami, part-timer, okay lang yun. But I serve my purpose with them na talagang I'm happy working with them. Yan ang dapat. The environment that you are in should be conducive enough so that when they introduce changes, they will be happy doing it. Okay? They will be happy doing it. Okay. So before we end our topic for today, any question? Any question?
None, ma'am. So far.
Po, ma'am. Wala po, ma'am.
Okay. Leadership is not about you. It's about investing in the growth of others. There you go. Ako siguro, ang fulfillment ko, if ever I'm a leader, is to be able to produce another leader. In that manner, I will tell to myself na I'm a good leader. Kasi nakaproduce ka ng another leader. Okay. Now, what is your performance task? Mamayang hapon po. Okay. Describe the best leadership style and you choose and explain. Let's say gusto nyo yung transformational, authoritative, whatever, doon sa inano ko kanina. Then among the leaders you met, what particular characteristics you like best? Oh, narrative ha? Puro to narrative. Pero by group. Okay? Why do you like his leadership style? There you go. 3 lang po to. Kayang-kaya mamayang hapon. Pwedeng isubmit mamaya. Let me see. Siguro hindi nagagawa ng Google Form. Bahala na si LM natin kung paano kayo gagawa on submitting these things, Yung inyong handouts, I will give it to him. Para meron kayong babasihan ng inyong write-up. Okay? Do not discuss anything that is not part of my discussion. That's why I'll be providing you the material you need for this performance task. Any question? Any question?
And ma'am.
Okay. So, kung wala na tayong question, I'll see you tomorrow for the next topic. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, salamat ma'am.
Jeff, andyan ka ba? Learning
Yes,
manager.
ma'am. Good morning po.
Oo. So, Jeff, ikaw nang bahala mamaya sa kanila. So, what we will do is just, I'll give you the handouts for them. And then, siguro, I'll give you my email para doon na lang ipapadala. Can you work on a Google form? Kasi wala na akong oras. Kaya ba, Jeff? Para doon na lang lahat i-upload.
Kami si Sir Jeff.
Ah?
Sisend ko lang po sa Messenger, ma'am, with Google link.
O sige, ganun na lang. O, so bahala na si learning manager nyo, ano? Para this afternoon, may isubmit agad. Kasi marami tayong pang activity. Bawat subject may activity. Okay? As part of the synchronous learning na we are trying to promote. So if you do not have question, then let's call it a day. Have a nice lunch, guys. Stay safe. God bless all of you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Karaon na tabi ka mo, boss. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Okay, guys. So, mamayang hapon, tapusin nyo na yung performance task nyo para walang tayong pa-plug for tomorrow's subjects. Okay? So, mag-report pa rin kayo mamayang hapon, then mag-form na kayo ng breakout rooms per group. Send ko naman yung page nyo sa group chat natin. Then mag-breakout room tayo mamayang hapon. Then pag matapos kayo, pwede na kayo mag-out sa Zoom natin. Okay? So kailangan nyo nang tapusin mamayang hapon para walang tayong backlog. Wala nang tayong gagawin mamayang gabi. Okay po ba?
Thank you, sir.
Okay? Yun lang naman yung task nyo, di ba? Yung ating yung mga questions, guiding questions ni Ma'am Jane Divine. Okay? So, i-send nyo na lang sa email ko yung mga outputs nyo, then ako na magsisend kay Ma'am Divine. I-send ko dito yung email address ko. Okay, so wala nang questions? Kung mamaya, pwede na kayo mag-type B kasi group activity naman. Okay, pag matapos kayo, pwede na kayo mag-out sa Zoom. Mag-attendance pa rin tayo mamaya. Take charge na ng SEPED.
Anong oras po, sir?
Anong oras yung prepare? 2:00. 2:00 na lang pag
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Happy, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sige po.
1:30, sir, yung attendance, sir.
Mga 1:30.
Okay po, sir. Copy po. Thank you, sir.
Sige po. Okay, maraming salamat. Sige na, pwede na po mag-lunch.
Sir.
Yes po.
Sir, pwede mahingi yung slides mo para may reference kami mamaya.
Sige po, sir. Hintayin ko lang po mag-send si ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
I-send ko po sa group chat natin. Okay, thank you po.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
pwede na po mag-lunch, ma'ams and sirs. Balik tayo mamaya. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.